Hey besties, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlotte. If you are new here, it's a pleasure to have you today. This is a channel where we do all things book, all things bookish, and today is no different. We have a reading vlog. This is a reading vlog that I'm really excited for. I've seen a few people do the original. I think creator was Sarah Caroli, Queen Sarah. I think she's done this video before. I think she's the original. We are doing reading a page for every time I pick up my phone. So we're going to be looking at my phone pickups from last week and we're going to be reading that amount of pages. So it is Sunday. I'm starting this video now because I already know tomorrow we have a lot of pages and I am working. So tomorrow is Monday, obviously, and the amount of pages that I have, we need to read 178 pages tomorrow. That is the highest amount of the week. We are going to try and get up early. We're going to try and read in my lunch. We're going to try and read as much as possible after work, and we're just going to get it done. We're going to do it, and then it does kind of get less and less as the week goes on, but we are pretty much over 100 every single day. So it's going to be a heavy reading week. So the first book we are going to be starting on is Queen of Shadows. I am already a chunk into this. I'm going to read some more this evening. I didn't realise how many pages we would be reading this week, and I basically thought that I would rather do this video when I am partway through a big book like this, so that we can read hopefully more books together rather than basically just reading one book that's in a series that I can't properly speak to you about. So I think we should get, hopefully I will at least finish this in the next few days. I'm going to try and read a big chunk before bed. It's like 8 PM though, so we'll see. But yeah, I will catch up with you tomorrow morning to read our 178 pages. Okay, I think my camera is literally about to die, but let's do an update. So it is 2 o'clock. I am on my lunch break. I've literally just come on my lunch break. I was able to read for a little bit this morning. I've had a crazy day today. So many meetings so far. But I did read this morning and I was able to read about 50 pages. So yeah, I was on 342 this morning and I have gotten up to 391. So we are 50 pages through our 176 pages. We have 126 pages to go. I'm gonna read for about 20 minutes now, and then I'm gonna go for a walk with the other time in my lunch break, and then we will hopefully get a big chunk of reading done this evening. The only issue with this book is that I was reading for just over an hour this morning and we did 50 pages, so the amount of pages that I read in the time is a little bit less than a lot of other books, so that's definitely going to slow us down, but we're going to do it. We're going to get our 176 pages in today. It is time for the Tuesday update. So our page number of the day is 125. So last night I did manage to reach my 176 pages. Woo! Which I'm not gonna lie, I was worried about because I didn't get to do as much, I didn't have as much time in the evening to read. So I did still manage to read my 176 pages. So I finished the night on page 520 of Queen of Shadows. So obviously the goal today is 126. I have another busy day today in terms of I'm working 8 till 6 and then I'm actually doing netball after work. I've been wanting to get some different hobbies, meet some new people, connect with some people, so I thought I'd give it a go. We'll see how it goes, but that does mean that like I finish work at 6, I need to pretty much leave almost straight away because traffic will be quite bad, I think, and making sure like get there early, anxious girly things. and then I will be at netball 7 to 8 by the time I get home, showered, eat, all of that good stuff. I won't have as much reading time. So I did read a chunk this morning, which honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it did break my soul a little bit, the fact that I had to split up the final 100 pages of a Sarah J Maas book. Like, I feel like if you know, you know. I was reading this morning and I got literally 50 pages in and I was like, why do I have to stop? Like, why do I have to stop? But it is what it is. So yeah, we've got, as I said, I'm on page 571 and our target's 124, which literally takes us to the last page of the book. I figured it out, so it would be like that. So yeah, there's 645 pages. I love this book so much. I love this series so much. I wasn't expecting to like it because I didn't love Akata and I wasn't sure if it was just her writing that I didn't like, but I would say from Crown of Midnight is what made me realise how engaged with these characters I was. The end of Crown of Midnight really made me realise like how engaged with the characters I was. I feel like Throne of Glass, the start of Crown of Midnight, I was a bit like, meh, I could take or leave. Now I'm ride or die. I think about these characters constantly. I haven't thought about characters this much potentially since Magnolia Parks, which is crazy. Absolutely insane. So yeah, I'm really excited to finish this tonight, and then we will have a little bit of a break with another book, and I think by the end of this week we will be starting the Tandem read. I'm so scared, I'm so nervous. I have no idea how I'm going to do the Tandem. I don't know if there's like a download, like a Kindle that I can buy, or like how, I don't know. But yeah, I'm really excited to keep reading and see where it takes us. So hopefully I know I'm gonna finish this tonight, because I know 70 pages I'm gonna be locked in no matter how tired I am. I had my coffee quite late today in the hope that it will like boost me through. But yeah, that is the update. So far finding it like fairly easy, actually, like reaching the page count. Yesterday was the hardest and that was the longest day, so I feel like from the rest of the week, because tomorrow is my last working day, it's actually the day we have the least amount of pages as well, which works quite well because I'm in the office. So it means that like I probably will just forego my morning reading and just read of the evenings. We've got like 66 pages, and then I feel like the Thursday, Friday, Saturday when I am off work is going to be the hardest, because there's only like 100 pages to read, and normally like I read a lot when I'm not at work, so finding something to fill the time is going to be weird, because I am trying to be really strict. So even to get like page 520 was like mid-chapter, so I am trying to be like super strict with that as well. But yeah, I will catch up with you this evening when we are finishing Queen of Shadows, and we only have 3 books left of Throne of Glass. I have just finished Queen of Shadows. Absolutely incredible. All of the feelings. I'm so intrigued by what is to come, because I know I've seen like a rough spoiler, like a very loose spoiler, that made me think this book was going to have a different ending to what it did, and now I'm very intrigued by what is in those 2 books. But we've done our 125 pages today. I have, I think, like 66 pages tomorrow. Very small amount. Yeah, so we have just 66 tomorrow. It's not going to focus. So I don't really need to read in the morning, but like, that's so my habit. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm not going to think right now about what I'll read. Tomorrow morning I'm going to decide on our next read. Like in the time I would normally read, I guess. I don't know. 66 pages is not a lot. I'm so unsure how to use my time. But yeah, very excited by how this book ended, and I just can't wait to carry on the series. Good evening. So it is 9:45, and I actually haven't read my pages yet for today. So I have... Ooh, my hip just did something that did not feel fun. I have 66 pages to read today, and when I left you last night I didn't know what book I was going to read. We are going for Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. I wanted to pick up something super quick because, like, just, well, not quick necessarily, but in terms of, like, I wanted to pick up a short book just so that we could get through like a little bit more in this video. I think, like, let me add up the total amount of pages that we have left for the week. So we have 510 pages left for the week, from, like, including today's pages. So I wanted to get something where we could read one book and at least start another book, just so I can actually, like, talk to you about something. And also it means there's a book that I can talk to you about, tell you the plot, everything like that as well, because obviously Queen of Shadows, I could tell you what I was loving it, but I couldn't tell you like what I was loving or like talk about anything that was happening. So yeah, I am going to sit and read my 66 pages. I think it will take me like an hour, maybe less, because it's on my Kindle, to be honest. So I'm gonna take my makeup off now, put my heatless curlers in. I'm gonna get some chocolate. I went to Asda after work and literally got myself a selection box of Galaxy. I was like, it's just needed, like, this is the bonus of Christmas, and I have free will, so why would I not buy myself a selection box? So yeah, I'm gonna go take my makeup off, heatless curls. I've got a face mask that I might put. My skin's been feeling quite dry recently since it's gotten a little bit colder out, so I thought that'd be quite nice, and just sit and read Summer Romance. I don't know if I am in the mood for a romance. I feel like I really like Nora Goes Off Script, because it wasn't just a romance where it's like very predictable. It's like very different books. So yeah, excited for that. It's been kind of nice actually having an evening of not like reading and feeling like I'm trying to read as much as possible. I feel like other people maybe that watch this, that make book content, might relate, in that like sometimes you feel like, I love reading, but sometimes you feel like you're filming, say, reading like, I don't know, like as like a genre in a week. So you're like trying to get 3 books in a week, or like I feel like any reading vlog I do, I always want to get like 3 books in if it's like a week long video, because I feel like that's a good amount of books, and you end up like cramming so much reading in to like short amounts of time, and you feel like you need to be reading from like the second you finish work to like the second you go to sleep. So it's been nice to like think about what I do outside of reading, because I feel like if I have spare time I am just reading. So I ended up watching I ended up watching like one Vlogmas video. So like got back from work, edited like a TikTok, scrolled, had my dinner, watched Vlogmas, and I did some colouring on my iPad, which was really nice actually, because I always feel like I need to do something and I was like, I don't really want to scroll. It was nice to do some colouring, so it's just nice to do something a bit different. But anyway, I've been yapping for a really long time and I feel like I've done a lot of talking in this video, so I'm gonna love you and leave you. We're gonna get ready for bed and we're gonna read our book. Good evening. So it is Thursday evening. I did not read my pages yesterday. You will have seen the little clip I did where I figured out how many pages I ended up having to read today because of that. So yesterday we meant to read 66 pages. I started to fall asleep when I was 12 pages in. Combined with today's 103 pages that we had to read, it means we have 156 pages. So I did read a little bit this morning. We're still reading Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. So far, Monaghan? I don't know. So far I'm really enjoying it, actually. Like, obviously it's not like the season, but I'm finding that quite enjoyable. Just taking me out of the winter months a little bit. Normally pre-Christmas I won't read summer books, but once we get into January I am all over summer books like a rash. So it's quite nice. But yeah, I'm up to page 41 now on my Kindle. So we have, so we started on page 24, like 7, so I've read 17 pages, okay. So that means I have like 129 to sit and read now. It's 8:30, so it should be more than enough time. We're gonna sit and read our pages, and it works out. I think I just need to read up to chapter 27, which is page 180, and it's a full chapter. I've already looked, which is perfect. So I'm gonna pop some music on and we can sit and read together. It's Friday morning, so in terms of pages read yesterday, I didn't end up reading all. I think it was like 100 and something that we had to read. I didn't get up to page 180. I knew I had to get up to that. I didn't get up to that. I got to like 150 and then I was like falling asleep and I was like, I physically can't. So this morning what I did was finish yesterday's amount. I got up to 180. It's only 10 AM. It's not even 10 AM now. It's just gone 9:30. So I think I'm gonna try and do, I've got 105 pages left of this book, and I think I have like 122 pages to do today. So I think I'm going to do the 105 like this morning to just get it done, because I know we want to do, I have like other stuff to do today that will be done this afternoon. So I need to do a food shop. Me and my mum have done a pottery class and we've painted them, and today is finally the collection day. It's so crazy, it's taken so long. Like, we literally made this pottery in like September. Like, it's crazy that we're finally collecting in December. We're gonna do the tree, and I need to edit another video, so I want to try and get my reading done this morning so it's done, because the last few days I kept putting it to the evenings. I was like, well, 100 pages isn't a lot, and then it kind of is a lot for this book. Like, it's not, yes it's a romance, yes it's a quick read, but it's not a quick read like an Elsie Silver book where you're like literally flying through. Yeah, we have 122 pages left, so I'll read 105 of this and then we'll have 17 pages where I'm gonna start the Tandem. So yeah, really excited. I'm really enjoying this book so far. I'm just gonna read the blurb to check what is a spoiler and what isn't a spoiler, because as always I go into books fairly blind. All I knew about this was that it's about our main character Ali, who is getting a divorce after, so her mother passed, and then the following year to the day her husband asked for a divorce, or like asked to separate, and she's been struggling like a lot with both of those, and then she finally takes her ring off, puts some like real clothes on because she's just been in sweats, and she meets a man at the dog park, and they kind of go on this journey to have a summer romance. So yeah, they're kind of going at it as like, this is just a summer romance, but there's so much more that happens, and I wish it was on the blurb so I could tell you guys, but I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, it's so good, the connection and everything. Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm really loving the romance as well. And yeah, this book is one of those reasons why I think romances are so important for like women to read as a genre, because I think like there's so many stories in real life and in books now about women like separating from partners and being in really unhappy marriages because they've married someone that like just doesn't look after them, and like they have like their life and then like the family like down here, like, and it's so disconnected and not important to them. And I think it's so important for women, especially women that aren't like women that are in my position where like we're not married, we don't have families, not in a relationship, because like like reading these books have made me realize like the things that like I actually want to look for in a partner. Like some of the things that like younger me thought were important and older me is now like no. because you can already see the differences between the ex-husband and Ethan, like the summer romance, in like just a really small like acts of service. And acts of service isn't my love language, but I feel like I'm starting to learn through romance books that like for a long-term relationship and a family, acts of service is like so important. So yeah, just my 2 cents on why women reading romantic books is so important, and why we shouldn't be made fun of, and why we probably are made fun of because men don't want us learning these things. But yeah, I'm gonna go and read my 100 pages, well 105 pages, and then I will catch up with you when it's time for the tandem. Good evening. It is Saturday evening, so last night I got everything ready for the tandem. So I have all of my tabs to tell me when to move over, and I read the first 17 pages of Empire of Storms because that is where we start. And then this morning I read up to page 47, so I think I started on I read up to chapter 2, so it's actually page 19 I started on this morning, because you have like the part 1, and then I didn't want to end on like a really short page, so we just read a little bit more this morning. But yeah, so I'm on page 19, well I was on page 19, I'm now on page 47. So I didn't read that much this morning. For some reason I felt like I did, because I woke up early. You would have seen from the footage, but I woke up early to watch the Eras tour, because the weekend I'm filming this is the last weekend of the tour, and I just can't believe it. I've spent so much time this evening watching my Eras tour videos back. Also, my hair is wet, not greasy. I just washed it and I'm just letting it dry, and I'm just letting it air dry a little bit, and then I'll probably blow dry it a little bit later with it, I think. Anyway, yeah, so I woke up early, and I think because I was up early I just assumed I read a lot, but actually I was going between watching the Eras tour and reading. So I figured out that I need to read, so I read chapter 1, I think. No, I need to read up to, oh my god, I completely forgot where I meant to read up to. I think I figured out that I need to read up to chapter 4. No, that seems like too many pages. That's page 36, and we started on page, I don't know. Guys, I'm so confused right now. Yeah, no, I figured this out this morning, and I think it ends up being like I'll just read 110 pages because, yeah, my day today is like 103, but I'm not gonna lie, like the whole maths of the 2 books at once is really confusing me. So we're just gonna try and do the best that we can under the circumstances. I started to read this last night, and I was like, why on earth have I chosen to read the tandem out of every book in this specific video where my page count matters? So yeah, we have like 80 pages to read, technically 83 pages to read, so I'm gonna try and do that now. It is 8:20, so we're gonna see how well I get on. It's been a busy day. I feel like I always say this when it's the Saturday in my vlog. Saturdays are like my reset day. So apart from when I read in the morning, I don't really get a chance to, well, Saturdays are my reset day currently, because I currently work on a Sunday. So it means I just don't, like, I read for a tiny bit in the morning. Today was a bit longer because I got up earlier for the Eras tour. And then I don't read again until like kind of the evening, getting into bedtime. But I'm home alone tonight, so I kind of need to stay up a little bit later because I want to step to my parents are back. It just gets a bit like difficult with the dog and stuff, and I end up getting out of bed to go and speak to them when they're back anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go sit downstairs and just kind of, I think I'm gonna put a forest on my phone so I can't scroll, and just read these because I need to use tomorrow before work to finish off editing a video as well. It's Sunday, it's the last day of this challenge. It's actually Sunday evening, so today's page count is 112, but I finished 5 pages short yesterday, so we're gonna do 117. So I'd read 10 pages of Tower of Dawn and 1 page, so I've read 11 pages, so we have 106 to go this evening, I think. I don't know, I'm still getting so confused about trying to figure out how many pages I've read between the 2 books. But yeah, I'm really enjoying being back in these worlds again, and I'm excited to sit down and read. We had a roast dinner tonight. We have a roast dinner tonight. I've literally just finished work. My brain does not feel like it's working. And then I'm just gonna sit and read, I think, because that's what my little brain needs right now. Some decompression time and then reading. Words. I will chat to you in a bit. Hey, I'm coming at you from my phone as editing Charlotte. I never finished this video. I think that I did all of the pages on Sunday. I can't remember because that was nearly a week ago. And it's been a crazy week, but yeah, I really like doing this challenge actually, and I really want to do more of these kind of challenges in the new year. I'm not sure if there's going to be any reading vlogs before the year ends because I'm still going strong with the tandem read. It has taken me so long and I'm like just getting halfway through. So yeah, not really sure if we've got reading vlogs coming or what. Having to space some of my content ideas out because I thought it'd be a little bit quicker. Anyway, I want to keep this really quick. So in terms of our star ratings, Queen of Shadows was obviously a 5-star. I think we saw that all coming with how much I was loving that. Summer Romance, I think I gave 4 stars. I can't check because Fable is on my phone and I'm filming on my phone, but I think it was 4 stars, but I will pop it on the screen. And obviously I can't give you my ratings for the tandem read because I am still reading it. I have really been struggling with the whole going between the 2 books, but I also don't think I would enjoy reading them separately, just because I find Empire of Storms a bit too fast paced but Tower of Dawn too slow. Like, I find that I'm always ready to jump back into Empire of Storms after reading my Tower of Dawn chunk because I need that speed. And same with Empire of Storms, I feel ready. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to spoil too much, but yeah, really enjoying the tandem read as much as I can. But yeah, that's everything from me. Thank you for watching this video. Sorry for the crappy outro, but hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Bye!